marriage visitor visa. This is the complete guide. So let's discuss in detail that what is marriage visitor visa. So you must apply for marriage visitor visa if you want to get married or registered a civil partnership in the UK. You want to give notice of a marriage or a civil partnership. You are not planning to stay or settled in the UK after your marriage or civil partnership. So you will come to UK to get married and then you will leave the UK. That's what the purpose is. You meet the other eligibility requirements which we will discuss just now. What you can do on this visa. So when you get this visa, you can marry or enter into a civil partnership in the UK within 6 months of your arrival. You must use venue license for this purpose. Pass through the UK in transit on your way to another country. This is what only you can do on this visa. What you cannot do in this visa, you cannot get public funds, you cannot get benefits, you cannot bring family members, dependent. So if you want to bring them, for example, someone wanted to get married second time, they got kids, they need to apply separately. You cannot live in the UK for extended period through frequent visits. So you got 6 months visa and you need to leave within 6 months. You cannot extend your visa or switch to another category. So some people assume that they will come as a marriage visitor visa and then they will switch to spouse visa. This is not possible on this visa. So for example, if you stay in US and you wanted to marry someone in UK, you can only come to UK, marry, and then you need to leave. You cannot work except for permitted activities related to your work or business overseas, such as attending a meeting. You cannot study as well on this visa. If you wanted to study, then there is a short-term study visa. You can check that video on my channel. If you wanted to study further, like more than 6 months, then it's a study visa. You can check that video as well on my channel. When to apply and how long it takes. So if you want to apply for marriage visitor visa, you need a visa. You must apply online on gov.uk. Without online, there is no other way. So the only website is www.gov.uk. You need to allow time to attend your appointment as the visa application center could be in another country. So that's also another case. The visa application center may keep your passport and documents while processing your application. The earliest you can apply is 3 months before you travel. The cost of this visa is £115 to apply. Let's discuss the eligibility criteria for this visa. So you must be 18 or over. You must be free to give notice of marriage and to marry or enter into a civil partnership within 6 months of arrival. So as soon as you arrive, you need to marry within 6 months. You are in a genuine relationship. You are visiting the UK for less than 6 months. So after 6 months, like before 6 months ends, you need to leave. You will leave at the end of your trip. You will not live in the UK for extended period. So you only live less than 6 months and you will leave. You are able to support yourself during your trip. So for example, you wanted to get married, you should have enough funds for the venue. You should have enough funds for the travel and other expenses. You are able to pay for your return inward and outward journey. You must have a proof of other activities you want to do in the UK. So if you wanted to, for example, after marriage, you wanted to go and explore something, so you need to have the proof that you will do that and you will leave less than 6 months. Now let's discuss what documents you need. You must provide a passport or travel document. Your passport should be valid for the whole of your stay. So 6 months minimum should be valid and should have a blank page as well. You can supply the following to support your application. So detail of the marriage or civil partnership and proof that you have paid money for some of its costs. For example, the venue you have booked, the place where you will get married, or the cost of dresses or all these things, Prove that you are planning to get married in the UK. For example, the booking confirmation, emails between you and the venue, the reservations and the accommodation reservation, all these things. If you have been married or before, so you will need to prove that you are free to marry or enter into a civil partnership. For example, if you are married before, you need to provide a divorce certificate or a decree according to your country. For example, a decree obsolete, the death certificate of previous partner, you may need to provide additional documents depending on your circumstances. proving your identity and providing supporting documents. As part of your online application, you need to book an appointment at the visa application center. You will have a fingerprints photograph taken at the time of your biometrics. You need to allow time for the appointment, and you may need to travel to another country. So, for example, if you're applying from Afghanistan, they don't have any office, so they need to travel to Pakistan or Iran for that. The visa application center may keep your passport and documents while processing your application. So, if you wanted to apply with family members, in that case, your partner must apply for their own marriage visitor visa and pay the fees for according to their requirement. Your child will need to apply as a standard visitor. So, for example, a father who got divorced before and he wanted to marry someone in UK, and the guy stays in Australia, but they wanted to travel with their kids. The kids will apply for standard visitor visa and they will put the reason why they're coming for UK, and the father will apply for marriage visitor visa. If you wanted to know how to apply standard visitor visa from any country, from USA, Afghanistan, Iran, Pakistan, India, there is a separate videos on my channel UK Knowledge Guru which you can watch. You can apply on behalf of your partner and child if they cannot apply for themselves. They must attend their own appointment at the visa application center. How long it take to get decision? It will take when you apply, you will do the biometrics from the day you get the biometrics done and you get the confirmation email. From that date, it will take 3 weeks minimum as standard to get the decision. You may be able to get the faster decision, but you need to pay extra fees for it. You will come to know when you will submit the application. You will get an email or letter confirming the decision on your application. This will explain what you need to do next. If you change, or if you need to change your plan, or if you need to change your, or you cancel your application, in that case, if you need to change, you have to send an email directly to contact UK Visa and Immigration. How to do that? It's on my channel. You can click how to contact UK Visa Immigration and you will click that email video. On that you will have the description and the link. From that you will contact the visa office and you will tell them that your plans have been changed. You can ask to cancel your application. You will get the fee refunded if you do that. If the application is not processed, if they have processed it, you won't get any refund.